Welcome, viewers. This is Wadidja. That's what did you do? What did you think? What did you enjoy? And I'm very happy to continue our Warframe 99 content with our next installment of a role-playing series, Poison to Your Plan. And this is a prologue to our previous series, Save the Hex, for the Hex Quest finale. And this all started with the Lotus Eater's prologue and the Hex Quest itself, and then some making of and backstory, the story so far for the role-playing of the series, Save the Hex, and now that we have secured the finale, and of course, the 1999 timeline or loop sort of that's going on there, and we've made good with knowing them. The next aspect is to love them, or rather one, for our Tenno's point. And Albrecht Intrati's words in the Hex Quest really resonated with me when he basically explained to the man in the wall, or aka Wally, that the weakness to his plan was love. Or rather, the poison to his plan was love. And so I really felt that poignant, especially with the dating aspects and the chemistry building within the Warframe 99 content. And of course, he was our Tenno Wadidja, was able to establish his love with Eleanor, or rather, the seed of it, in some very nice flirtation. And I felt like that was adequate to fulfill the role-playing notion, like that the seed was in the internalism with that point, or rather the concept within Warframe lore. And now it's time for him to go ahead and secure that love, to have it blossom, and with Eleanor, as the title episode states. And he will need to take his time, Tenno Wadidja, because it's rather interesting with the way the dialogue can proceed with the chat. And we don't want to falter. I think we're on a right path to hopefully sooner than later acquire a higher relationship status. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure how tied into everything the syndicate level is, but the relationships with the other Hex members, from what everybody's telling me and what I've been looking into, because I really wanted to make sure this goes smoothly, is that, and I've noticed points in the chat too, so it really is more of a reinforcement that the other Hex members can influence the relationship with other Hex members, with your dialogue. So pro tip, spoiler warning, skip ahead a couple seconds, but Quincy is the sort of backup in regard to, or your wingman regarding Eleanor, so you may want to go ahead and make that relationship strong. I know I am. It's already in progress. I've been playing things by the book, in my opinion, or just using just real life social skills that I would use anyway. Nothing out of the way or ulterior. Most of it's a rather genuine response, especially to the point that the personalities of the Hex members are quite distinct in a way that of them, and you really want to take care. There's some ambiguity. There's not always a right answer, it seems, with the Hex members. So proceed with caution, depending on what you're trying to do. So definitely I will be proceeding with caution, taking a little bit more care. And I like the flirtation was so heavy at first in a way with Eleanor right off the bat when the option became available. I'm a little hesitant to really push the point too much, depending on the circumstance. Like, it might throw off. I don't know how far they're taking her, the nature of how comfortable she is with her body and the mutation that's going on, as well as the notions of any entanglement or romantic inclusions of things to that. You know, I mean, I've met some people in real life that are kind of like that. They can be rather flirtatious, and then when you start to draw, hit the nail on the head, so to speak, they act all funny about it. Like, what do you mean? Why you acting like that? And it's like, come on, for reals? Or like, you can act like that and not realize somebody's going to want to take the bait on it. So I don't think Eleanor's like that necessarily, but we'll see. So, just to recap the main characters here. Of course, we have our Tenno Wadidja, and he has had a little slight wardrobe change since the last episode. I kind of wanted to go with a different hairstyle, but the hairstyles, they say that the drifter operator, all the looks and what have you, cosmetics, they're going to be doing another pass on them to get it all right. But yeah, this is what I've got the drifter wearing, and I think it looks rather cool. I like it. Because there's been a degree of time that's passed since really our last exchange, and I kind of scripted that in sort of a prelude to the prologue in the last episode of Save the Hex, after we completed the Save the Hex quest. I'm trying to coordinate the time of the calendar as best I can with the nature of conversations and the way that they proceed, and I'm not really sure fully if that may also too have a degree of influence over the chemistry and the manner in which it can progress. It may be separate, I'm not sure, because this whole eternalism and the way time is flowing and the way D's representing it in the game through, doing the quests themselves, doing these what do they call these? Daily task, rather, okay, which progress time. And then also to these rewards, they progress time. And then you have these overrides, which progress time. So it's interesting. And, and then you have to take accordance with the season. So if you get through the season, you want to maybe try to tie that in on role-playing with the season's change. Like, it won't change for another day and 8 hours, so time's sort of locked, or at least suspended from our point of view. So yeah, it's wild. But so our protagonist, our Tenno, to secure the poison to while he's playing, has in our backstory, and we've put together some images and footage and explained how this author is a displaced version of this author, who is current leader of the Hex that we see as an NPC in the Hex Mall, the Hallelujah Mall, and who we raise our standing with. But this is not who we're really directly transferring to. This version of author is our mainstay, and he's become a permanent part of the continuum and the eternalism since our Tenno was able to know the Hex and prevent the catastrophe in 1999. So the flow of all things has produced another, shall we say, you of author, similar to the way as there's another you of the Tenno as far as the drifter, the operator, and the drifter. So very happy to have sort of mapped that accordingly, and he's on a slight evolution at this point now that the things have been rectified, so to speak, or prevented with the catastrophe in 1999 and the murmur and thwarting the plans of the man in the wall, so we think. So will his radio blind turn into radio howl, as is standardly for Umbra? He has already gained this somewhat more primal, aggressive stance that I've like for Umbra, or for my Umbra anyway. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen with all that. And so yeah, our other little co-star here is our faithful Huros. And let's see, and there are times too where if necessary, we have a backup co-star, our Vasca, as far as making sure we don't die, or at least jump back up on our feet without it registering that we needed a revive. So, real quick here, so, we have the cast members. Of course, Eleanor will be, the object of our desire. Not this version of Eleanor is another alternate, but that's a whole another story. But yes, so our build for our now other author is as such, with toxin and producing corrosive as well from any ability that a Warframe can manifest, and we are doing this chromatic blade to do that build. And survivability is always in mind. This is the chromatic build, the exalted blade itself. Working on a couple of builds here for some of the sort of iconic weapons that they sort of established for Arthur. The AX-52, still working on that. The Vesper 77, as you see here. And this Prisma Scana, as you see here. I believe the Prisma Scana is all good. We're just getting it to level 30 at this point. And here's the Huros, survivability, and the damage. But yeah, I really like the strategy and tactics I can employ with the Huros. Yeah, because it has this. For those that are unaware, this ability allows you to cloak when you're around enemies that are threatening you or could threaten you, and let's see. You can also use your Warframe abilities while this is active, as long as you do not press an attack button, like a melee button, or to fire your weapon. Put it that way. But just using your abilities, which do not require one of those two buttons, you stay invisible, which is real cool. So I believe that sums it up on the build. Let me just check something real quick here. All right. And So the first task that we want to do is let's double check where we are with the machine. Let's check this volume. Okay. So, like I said, we have standing to make for today, and what I've been doing is going with a mixture of bounties and chat. It's kind of like, do we save the best for last, or do we do the best for first? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I still feel like, kind of like what I did doing Save the Hex series, save the best for last. With all the other relationships sort of impacting each other in one way or another, I like to have the best chance with Eleanor, aka Salem, as long as I don't wind up messing up something. So it's a challenge. I'm not sure how much these, like completing the aspect of these, like say how all the chats appear like so. I'm not really sure if, say doing all the other Hex members as far as their chat and chemistry relations first, and then going to Eleanor Salem, impacts the conversation you have with her at this point. I'm not really sure. I really don't know. Well, let's just go ahead and give it a shot today with, like I said, with the plan of having Lady Salem as our final go-to to culminate the episode for the next. And so I'll definitely be putting timestamps in the description, so if by some chance you'd like to skip ahead, go right ahead. But nevertheless, though, there's going to be a lot of good action to take place, and also to the dialogue and the interchange between the Hex members is quite interesting. And to be able to keep things on track to make sure our Tenno is with his, the object of his desire. Like I said, I've been playing it safe, not, inviting the option to pursue other Protoframes, and just playing it, just being respectful of the situation, shall we say. And I don't know, maybe it does accommodate for the point of having multiple relationships at the same time or establish them right away to have chemistry. So, I don't know, viewers, you have to definitely take care, if you have some particular goal in mind or desire for accomplishing your chemistry building. Play by the book.
Scrubber overwhelmed. Spores coalescing into mutant form. Do something!
But it really is kind of cool to have Umber wielding a radial blind rather than a radial howl. Shoot, I did not check the difficulty before I started. I don't know if this is... I don't know if this is actually still path or not. That's all good.
Remember that chili con carne I left in the fridge for 2 months? Let the house scrubbers sit too long, and they'll spawn the same sort of thing, but, with a crap ton of predatory hardware. Shoot off any buildup before it converts you to past tense. My code is working. Hell scrubbers primed, tech rot regurgitating. Watch out for Scaldra. They want those scrubbers back to protect their own bases. You're gonna lose that scrubber, bucko! If the buildup gets any worse, it's gonna start making decisions.
I don't think this is still bad.
Got a minute to get a health scrubber working.
We'll still make the same amount of affinity towards the Syndicate. It's not a big deal.
Another house scrubber, and wherever you are. After months subsumed by tech rot, those hell scrubbers still work.
Wow, I hit the wrong button.
Who'da thunk it?
Oh man, fucking around with the first and second button stupid for a second. But yeah, even though it ain't still fast, it will kill you. Stuff here.
Danger close! Fire!
I actually might want to switch my mapping on things. I don't know, so that it's more consistent with certain games. But I don't know. Just gotta get used to the Switch on a regular basis. That's all. The way I have it set up on Warframe is sweet.
Scaldra's distracted, I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions. Like this. Don't worry, I'll share.
Where are they? I see something bleeding out, but I can't find it. That's weird.
Oh, do not even start.
Yes.
4 count is approaching terminally unfun levels. Activate another health scrubber.
Hostile contact. Engaging.
What is that? Somebody got a mind control on it?
Done enough. Marking extraction. I could do more. A lot. You've really just done the minimum at this point.
I forgot to double check the tasks. Oh no, we don't have a task in this right now.
Leave it out.
I did want to check my options on this blur fog thing. Hang on. want to see how much this is going to clear up the image. Oh, that's way better.
What you have learned here will serve you well.
Contamination is off the charts. You need to hustle.
Hey, sometimes like can't. Okay, yeah, Lettie chemistry great. Okay, we're good. So let's go see what Lettie has to say.
Right you are.
But yeah, Lettie's really cool. One of the other viewers commented on a previous short about, you know, the odd circumstances, and also too, I think it was the video on showing more of the anatomy of the protoframes. But I had an image. I used Lettie as an example of that. Let me show you real quick of that point. And they brought up a really cool aspect of the fact that Lettie is Trinity, let's see, or Protoframe Trinity, so we'll be here. About the similarities in body type, as well as, I mean, most notably the hairstyle of Lettie, just really harkens back to Blade Runner. And Rachel, the character, played by Sean Young, the actress. And to be honest with you, I had to wholeheartedly agree and saw it right away myself when I saw Lettie. But I was like, well, that is a, you know, that this was a nostalgic hairstyle of you know, of a pretty cool period in time in real history. But you know, the way DE draws from all kinds of sci-fi, myth, lore, and legend to do what they do and make it their own, I would not doubt that, you know, well, I've personally felt images and seen or aspects from Blade Runner taken in Warframe, and to go with the guys in the semblance of Rachel from Blade Runner is perfect. I mean, she was just gorgeous, beautiful, very iconic. The original Blade Runner, that is. So, all right, so on to Belladonna, aka Lettie. So we're starting out this conversation here, and it's saying, you holding up okay? How's it going with the civilians? I mean, she did mention, hold on. I'm trying to remember if she said something distressing last time. Let's see. I remember her talking about the void and believing in the unseen. Father, Mother, Orkin. Yeah, I remember she was going into about Orkin being trash and saving our planet. I'm not really sure just how much that would have a resonating important point to kind of, I don't know, I'm not sure with how you holding up okay. Maybe it might even be a reference to the Hex Quest. I'm not really sure. So I'm going to go here. How's it going with the civilians? I don't know what this is referencing. But this is definitely a lot more personal, per se, than this. I mean, we're not trying to pursue her as a love interest. Because that's, like I said, that's the weird part. Like, I do not know how this may or may not decide to skip around. I don't think it's going to necessarily skip over a particular point. But I don't want to have a lockout in one way or another with our goal, Eleanor. So let's play the safe bet for the moment and see how this goes. How's it going with the civilians? All right, I suppose. Civies are the same everywhere. You get used to it in time. Yeah, but it's still got to be exhausting. See, you have no idea. Not enough coffee in the world sometimes. No. Federal I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Probably didn't. I'm going nowhere. Just because you're the tough one doesn't mean I can't care. Yeah, but a steady stream of coffee doesn't hurt. See, this is more personal, more friendly. I'm hoping these friendly things do build up at a good pace towards friendship versus, say, something like this. Like I said, I don't want it to think that I'm trying to get with her. Just because you're the tough one doesn't mean I can't care. I mean, that's personal, endearing, but I noticed the other day, and it could be a personality thing between them, but Aoi, aka Glimmer, being touching, endearing, and just really emoting with what she was going with kind of had me going. I kind of felt like she was thinking maybe like, oh, he's going to be the one. It's like, yo, I'm the one on the best friend tip, but yeah, not trying to go there. But it's nice to know that the game's going to interpret that aspect towards potential love. But I don't know if it's personality based, or towards the individual you're building chemistry with. Just because you're tough doesn't mean I can't care. Yeah, but a steam truck. Like this has more levity. So we'll go, yeah, but a steady stream of coffee doesn't hurt. LOL. Ja. No, it does not. Authors like that. Doesn't hover over like Aoi. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. So one of the viewers from one of the other shorts also too was like, that pronunciation. I believe I'm pronouncing her name right, but yeah, or maybe I just didn't in that particular point of that little clip. Doesn't pretending to be my mama just hands me a cup and says, "You good?" Oh man, wait a minute. It sounds like we're about to wind up ending the conversation. Why does the text look kind of red? I like that question, Babas. Keep asking it. Might need it from time to time, and a cup or two of coffee wouldn't hurt either. Is it just me or the angle I'm looking at it? But I remember people mention an aspect of colorization of text, maybe indicating something. And I could have sworn somebody said something about gold text, and I've never seen anything like that. But it's weird how my eyes are just sort of, looks like this is sort of reddish. Like maybe this is coming to an end, or maybe I didn't reach some positive notion. And I don't know what these colors mean, if they are really changing colors. I'm not sure if I've really seen it. Like I said, just looked into things. I'll go with the you got it, but this is about to end the conversation, I think. Why does that text do like a different? Belladonna figured. Back to work. No, we're both too busy for this. Okay, well, it's not a negative thing, but it really didn't necessarily pursue anything. So we'll just have to play it by ear. But, I don't think it's going to shut us out the door in regard to Eleanor. We'll see how it goes, because, trying to make sure we don't invite what we do not want from the other Hex members, but at the same time, maintain a good progression to having a higher status relationship. Because at the moment it says we're light, but from what people have been saying, there's best friends, there's other levels to the relationship. But to be honest with you, it's weird the way it's set up. It kind of makes me feel like, we'll go ahead and do Amir next. Okay, we were on Steel Path. I thought we weren't. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, like I say, I was kind of, like I said, sort of clarifying the point of these chemistry building for you viewers. It's touching. You want to take care. So hopefully it doesn't. I'm not gonna shoot myself in the foot by being extra cautious with the other members while I pursue our Wadidja's love interest.
It's trying to run. Stop it. Escape is failure. Now consume the beast.
What?
It is done. Either flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to find the next Legosite.
I got in at the end.
Remember, the tech rot evolves quickly, and your next battle will be harder still.
Easy affinity, why not? Thank you. Why is the waypoint position confusing me all of a sudden?
Kalimos awaits. A formidable effort. Do you think you can do more next time?
I need to sip my tasty beverage. I like to double check. Yeah, let me move this out the way. I wish I could find a position that doesn't block something at some point in time with the camera. But yeah, let me check the last mission results, make sure we're good on that. See, why doesn't it show you the standing that you got with the hex member when you pull up last mission results? It just shows the hex standing, but I know we got the chemistry. It's like if I don't catch it at that first screen, it doesn't show everything. I don't know why it likes to do that. But I'm sure we got it. I think I'm gonna have to just preemptively turn my camera off for a moment just to make sure that that always registers the way I like to know it. Like to confirm the point, rather. Oops. Anyway, so we're gonna go to the back room and talk to Amir. Give him a good old chat up. Oh yes, oh my goodness, I forgot to give Lettie her present. So yeah, you want to make sure you do that too. Yeah, so let me go ahead and designate that. And man, I keep misplacing the thought to add this link, and I hope I make sure I remind myself again. But like I said, there is a really nice, helpful what I'm looking for, wiki, not another wiki, Reddit, for helping you on, as far as guiding you on the presents and like which ones are associated with which hex member, as well as the value that you will receive for the gift in relationship to the chemistry build. Now, like I said, because the gift giving is, I mean, it seems like the gift giving is a bit benign in regard to the type of chemistry built, you know. Oh my gosh, hate the fact that this... Now, I know I saved that tab. Hold on. Every time, I do not know what is going on with wanting to save this. But yeah, 1 second here. Apologize. But yeah, just all you need to do is just type like Warframe. If I can type Chemistry Building or guide, and it'll pop up. I mean, you can go ahead and hit Reddit if you want. Oh, I see why I'm not. Why I haven't been saving it is because I keep opening it up in Reddit itself, and for some odd reason, let's see. Let's open in a new tab. Don't pull up my app. Okay. No, we don't want to open app. We just want the page. Close that. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there it is. There it is. Right. Okay, now I've successfully bookmarked the damn thing. Oh my goodness. So let's just double check here the status. Like I said, we're still light, and I'm almost thinking like maybe we should just, maybe we don't need to play it quite as safe. And if it's endearing, if it's touching, we go there. If I mean, like I kind of would naturally want to do rather than being so cautious about it, because this is kind of different than necessarily regular social situations, but in a way it might not be. I don't really engage like this with people that I don't know or haven't met on this level of like, oh, hey, let's get together. So I really don't know. Context and things like that are missing big time, and you can't really ask your own questions the way you would want to. It's tough. So Lettie is starting to like me, and it's getting easy to talk to her. She has a real vendetta against Entrada. See, this hasn't changed. She goes, tired caffeine. See, this hasn't changed at all. And we got her the coffee maker, I know. We got her medical kits. Those give her the highest aspect of chemistry. And I believe if we didn't get her a coffee mug. Let me see on the medical kits. How many do we have? Okay, so we got one. We have 2 more that we could give her. It's interesting how this does. They don't have the medical lunchbox on the list. Well, we can give her another medical kit, and I know that's worth another 10. So let's do that. There we go. And we'll hit the coffee later. So like I said, we want to try to build things as much as possible. Alright. Now on to Amir. Hey Amir, you around? Not a good time. What's wrong? Nothing. Clearly something's wrong. It doesn't fucking matter. Effing matter. F-king matter. Leave it alone. To me in real life, somebody say, leave it alone. I get that they real pot and piss. I'd probably say something like, okay, well, no, I'm here to talk to you, but like, I'm here if you want to talk later. I wouldn't try to keep pushing for them to talk now. Let's try this. Amir, you can talk to me. Are you okay? Doesn't effing matter if I'm okay or not. Look around. Boo-hoo, Amir, the poor little baby, lost in a war zone on the wrong side of the tracks. I don't need your effing pity. Whoa. Who said anything about pity? You're a grown-ass man who's capable of taking care of himself. But you're also to my friend, and something's wrong, and I'm trying to just help my damn friend, okay? Whatever. What? I'm too wounded up for this now. Okay, all right. He gets it, but just needs some time. All right. I think we're still good. So that's the thing I was saying. This conversations are touchy. He trusts me now, and it's mutual. I'm trusted. See what I mean about that endearing? See what I mean? And see what I mean about what I thought? Well, I may have seen some red text. I think that meant I'm not progressing. I'm holding. I don't know if that's the case, but I'm interpreting it like that for right now until I know better. But now I'm trusted. All right. I guess my original hunch on like I said, doing me and being, endearing and touching, it's just like it's a sincere thing. I care. But, either way, sometimes too much in life. But still, like the care I'm giving this. For example, how many people going through all this trouble, and also too role playing it and want to make it a little serious. But we'll see what happens with Aoi, because she was, like I said, she was the first one I felt like where I really hit this endearing point, more so than just concern and inquiry. And so I kind of did that too with Amir. And now I'm trusted. So we gotta we'll see what we got. It's tenuous. So yes, he trusts me now, and it's mutual. I wonder if he'll go out. What? See, this is the thing. It seems like the relationship progression of whether you actually have a relationship with them, or a love interest, a friendship, kind of go hand in hand as you build through the stages. It's like the same things you need to do without flirting or trying to bed them, in my opinion. To get to love would be the same as what you need to do to get to a higher level of relationship, of friendship. That's what it seems to be. But and so I think they kind of add these things in for, those that would want to pursue that, I hope. His recent trauma seemed to be weighing on him. I hope I can help him through it or get support from the rest of the team. Sometimes the easy answer is the right answer. He just really loves gifts that have to do with tech and games. Yeah, and it's kind of like, I hope you don't lose status by rejecting them or shooting down. Hopefully you have a polite way if they start misinterpreting the point. I think last time what we did was, I think we got him the monitor, so let's get him the game system this time. Okay. All right. Wow. Like I said, I was playing it perhaps a little too safe with Lettie. We'll work on that. Like I said, it's tenuous, man. You just never know how they're going to respond to you, too. But So we did Lettie, did Amir. Now we've got Quincy. And like I said, Quincy's pivotal towards Eleanor. Supposedly Quincy to become your wingman. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's like I can still see the fog effect in games after turning off this stuff. Does it look more clear to you viewers? Because I feel like it does without ruining the mood or the atmosphere. But now brings a lot more clarity.
Just ping one of Skaldra's secret stashes. Use the fervon charges to melt the locks and get inside. But I gotta tell you, they will not be happy about it if you do. You don't crack that cache soon, it's gonna deadlock permanently. Clock's ticking. Look for fervon charges.
Ooh, this thing's the wrong way.
Sculpture Command is gonna be pissed when they find out what happened to their purge squad. Keep going.
Healing.
Oops. Like the music.
You looted the clubhouse. Guess what? Their heaviest hitters are now on the way.
Once again, my hour of meditation has been disturbed. My Sancta Sanctorum has been decimated. You will suffer for this in a million future lives of surpassing wretchedness. Stormfall units, descend.
That's the last of them. Time to come home.
See if I can't pick this up on the way. Didn't I see it sitting over here? On my way.
So we learn the importance of clarity and purpose.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but what I'm trying to do is show how. And see, now I can't even access the last mission. Whatever. I'll tell you.
Keep an eye out.
But yeah, it seems to be weird with that not wanting to register or show you standing for that chemistry once you leave the initial screen. But we did see that we got it, so it's all good. So let's chat with Quincy. Oops. Alright. Soldier, one shot kill. We're kicking off the conversation. You seem to be the guy to ask about this. Is there more music in this era besides online? What do you listen to for music, Quincy? seems like conversational point. Like you're a little bit more wordy. It's like more conversational versus, oh, hey, I'm just casually just chatting because you're there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Quincy is the most flirtatious out of the group, and I mean, I think it references that here. Yeah, loves to tease. Yeah, I mean, like I said, trust me, he's most flirtatious. It's off the chain sometimes. Why? You sick of the boys in the bars they throwing? LOL. No shame to it. Seriously though, not going to throw shade at anybody who gets to do that for a living. I know fame and fortune comes at a price. Nothing in life is free, but man, looks though. I just need something else to listen to. I'm just not my thing. I don't think I'd want to do that for a living. Too much pressure, too public. All those adoring fans, all those people wanting a piece of you, that'd be amazing. I just wish I could tune them out. I don't know how. Aoi stands. How did he rephrase those answers? So we don't want to throw shade at them. And he's empathizing with the point of how fame has its impact. Well, it's kind of like no middle ground. Between no and yes. And two kind of like, I don't like them. And I haven't really reflected on the nature of what Wadidja in regard. Like, I mean, like I said, role-playing myself through him is sort of like, I don't know if it's, I mean, it's a lot of pressure. Too much is a thing. Too public. Yeah, it's and I mean, I don't know if it really be amazing. Like, I wish there was something in between these. Golly day. Well, if we go along with where he's flowing with it, looks nice though. I think this would be kind of the thing, and it would be amazing. So let's go with that. It's such debate with this shit. It's crazy. Yeah, there we go. Fucking yes, mate. Not going to happen now, though, is it? Not unless you got some serious magic tricks up your sleeve. And Tenno could say, I mean, there is a stage here in the mall. I don't think I had that kind of magic trick, sorry. Well, the stage is definitely what's up. I mean, there is a stage here in the mall. Laughing my ass off. I'm not talking about open mic night, but thanks for your vote of confidence. Besides, I can't sing for shit. Laughing my ass off. Got me some rhythm, but I know where my skills are. There's a reason why I got a gig at the end of a scope. Laughing my ass off. You don't want to hear me on the mic. Aoi got me, oh my goodness, got me proper. Every time I go to read, he hits something. Okay. Thought he'd still be typing. I'd have a second. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Aoi got me proper wavy one time in the ICR before we all wound up here. We were all on leave. Lettie, Arthur, Aoi, few others, and we did karaoke. Don't know how to spell it. I emptied the place, laughing my ass off. You know who's got a set of lungs, though? Hero Boy. So here's a good story. After everyone had left, he's like 5 points in, yeah. Yeah, man, I feel I missed the opportunity with Lettie, I think. Ooh. Lesson learned. I mean, definitely, I'm glad I'm going through this before I decided to go with Eleanor. This kind of gets you in the flow. I'm telling you, man. ugh. I mean, some people be talking about like, I can't get in, I can't date this person, I can't date that person, what happened? I don't want to go through that. I really don't want to go through that. Hold on. So, I emptied the place after my ass off. You know who's got to settle here, boy. So here's a good story. After I had left, he's like 5 pins saying, yeah. He starts thumping his fist on his thigh and starts singing without the mic. His eyes shut. Don't know the tune, but it got shivers hearing in the lyrics. Like some spook had come back and touched me. Why does you sit upon my grave and will dead lips to speak? Why does you weep upon my grave and will not let me sleep? My breast, it is as cold as clay. My breath is earthly strong. And if you kiss my cold clay lips, your days that won't be long. Freaking shivers again just thinking about it. Shit. We all just fucking sat here. We all just fucking sat there in silence, staring at him for minutes after he finished, not knowing what to do. I was the first to say something. I had to speak up, tell him what I was thinking. What did you say? Yo, is that red text? Is that a red text again? Buzzkill? Huh? What was I supposed to say? What were you thinking? Laughed my ass off. He looked. What color? I do not know what that means because this to me is clearly a different color than the others, but maybe I chose wrong. I should have went to this fucking shit. Laughed my ass off. He looked so pissed. Laws of the universe make gravity, taxes, money, man gonna get his money. I probably should have went to what were you thinking, which would probably have led him to say possibly what he was thinking first, and then also to go into what he was saying, what he said, rather than him going, oh yeah, this is what I said, but then this is what I thought. And again, I don't really fully understand the nature of this coloration to the text. From what I've gathered, it's not a positive for progression, I think. Laughed my off. He looked so pissed. Yeah, see what I mean? See what I mean? This is the point. When you get a red text like this, look, it's like you go offline soon after. So I think that halted the point. Laughed him off, he looked so pissed, lost the universe, but it's not like I'm shut out of the circumstance. It just feels like you're just delayed until you get it right. I think. We'll see what the profile says after. Laughed him off, he looked so pissed, lost the universe, made gravity taxes, money, man gonna get his money, and his Madge can't take a fucking joke, lol. Speaking of, he's paged me now, got a dash thing. Talk to you soon. Is he saying buzzkill to my response? I should have went with the thinking. I see the catch. I should have went with the thinking. I was dwelling on this more so than this. I bet you that's what's up. Okay, it's a challenge. This is a challenge. More I mean, yeah, this is a challenge. See, I'm still liked. Yep, still liked. Same thing as it's been saying. I think he's starting to genuinely like me, though. I'm never quite sure with him. He's got more going on meets the eye. He's got a fiendish sense of humor and loves to tease. Talking with him is a game of Comey he wants to play. He knows how the city lives and breathes more than the other hex gifts that help him barter with the locals might go a long way. like I said, the positive end is that he did say he'll talk to us later, talk to you soon. It's not like he's leaving because, per se, that because he wants to get off, but he said the Madge is paging him. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Let's go ahead and give him a gift and see where that's going to take us, man. I tell you, tricky bullshit, man. I feel like this is kind of unnecessarily too overboard with twitchy ass fucking people. It's like, and not having any real context, so to speak, for a circumstance, not be able to interject your own to make it this twitchy towards the relationships and how to build them. You could be at this shit for way too fucking long than it's worth. Like, it's fun, it's entertaining, but at a certain point, it's like, fuck you. This is bullshit. So I hope that I don't get to that point. Because it's a little... And I can see why people are pissed. And then you got other people like, oh, just play like real life. It's like, it ain't that simple. But you do want to keep it in mind. But yeah, this shit, man. Because I did not harp on the word think versus say. So, digital video camera. I think we already got that for him. That's one of the higher paying gifts. Oh, that's right. I remember. I think I did because it was hard to identify as to what the hell the damn camera was. Yeah, here it is. It's out of stock. So, AV receiver. You can get 10 chemistry points for that. And speakers is the next highest level. Let's see. AV receiver. Did I get that before? I don't think so. Let's see. Upgrade the 2 outputs. 3 outputs. Alright, we'll send that to him. And then we'll get him a speaker. Then we'll give him another receiver and then another speaker. Because I think you can buy him those things twice. Man, touchy, man. But like I said, I'm so glad I'm going through this with these folks. Even though they're important towards the point, from what I understand, that's why I'm going through the trouble too. And it'd be good to see we get all trusted and all that great stuff, because that'll play definitely into my my epilogue and overarching subplot to my role playing. So that'll work. But man, touchy fucking shit. Alright, we got Aoi. The assassination shit. Yeah, I really do hope more folks tune in to what I'm going through with all this, because it may be out there. I might have been pretty busy creating myself, but I see other broadcasters going through the effort I am with this whole chemistry building live.
Erect the barricades.
Ferricide barricades? That's new. Okay, you need thermion explosive. To get that, take out Skuldra until you find an emergency transponder. Congratulations on your promotion, Commander. Now, get to a comms terminal and use that thing to call in Stormfall paratroopers. Yeah. You heard me right. Stormfall squad deploying. Watch the skies. Intercept and capture a Thermion RPG.
X, why do you insist on refusing your medicine? Has it escaped you that I command a literal army? Stormfall! Paratroopers, engage! Arthur. How does it feel, I wonder, to send your friends to die?
We're under attack!
I'd ask you the same. But I don't believe there's anyone who'd rightly call you friend, Victor. Oh look, another barrier. Does Victor really think this'll stop us? What a day.
We've got hostiles!
You're done.
Stormfall, have faith that your sacrifice today in the name of soul and nostalgia will not be in vain. A place has surely been prepared for you in the Hall of Heroes.
I wonder if they take fall damage. I don't think so.
From darkness you came, and to darkness I consign you.
Scratch one.
Albania bear witness to the weakness of vengeance.
Juicy rig, quick.
Our prize must survive. Our plans depend on it. Stormfall, eliminate these rats.
Don't look now, but you've got a Stormfall squad coming your way. Wanna find out what their thermion rockets will do to that thing's armor?
You think the citizens of my fair city will rise up and follow your beautiful song? Have you looked in the mirror? You are as hideous as the blight they cower from. You are becoming flesh.
This Prologue is gonna get this entire town killed. Mark my words.
Amir's getting strange readings from that tank. You better finish it off quick.
It's hideous and so strong.
Now do you see what you're dealing with, Victor? You can't control this. You can't manage it or exploit it. Hex, let's show Victor how it's done. Finish that thing. Something tells me that thing won't like it if you pop its zits. It's healing. It's what I regeneration. We'll need to find a way to make the damage stick.
There we go. Gotta get that in.
Now it's dead. Victor has no idea what he's up against. Head home, rest up. We've got more to do tomorrow.
Alright. Sometimes there's this bug where I can't select my scanner. You might run around with no weapon. There we go. Had to move that camera so we make sure we see our chemistry. We got it for Aoi. Good, good, good. So like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what Aoi says in the conversations. Because it went pretty well, but You never know how, like I said, these still really trying to get a good gauge for how these things proceed, given
Give us a yell when you're ready.
just the varying context of stuff. Like, yeah. Like, so far, I don't think I've messed up. It's just a matter of, like, how fast do I progress, I believe. I'd like to hope. But that red shit, man, like, cause oh my God, dude. Like, all right, we're starting off the conversation. You know, I've been wondering, with your metal bending skills, why did you ever scrap the arcade for parts? It could have been a gold mine for Quincy's ammo or spare parts. You know, that arcade would make a good scrap metal. Could probably build a whole tank out of it. A few automocycles too. You should repurpose it. You know, I've been wondering, with your metal bending skills, why didn't you ever scrap the arcade for parts? It could have been a gold mine for Quincy. Yeah, see, it's like, this is another example of this shit. It's like of the wordy shit versus something succinct. Like, this might give you some progression, but I almost feel like this would give you more. So look at this, complete sentences, boom, boom, boom. This gives some kind of personal candor with the dot. Oh shit! Oh my goodness! Why is this doing that? Technical difficulty. My apologies. Amateur hour. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I tell you, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Why did that decide to want to do that? I didn't even move. Okay, we got it. Oh man, my apologies. All right. So hopefully that doesn't act weird again. Oh my. All right. So like I said, we're on the Aoi Glimmer Girl. We're going with the conversational one that's asking similar thing question. Here we go. You know, I've been wondering, with your metal bending skills, why didn't you ever scrap the arcade for parts? I could have been a gold mine for Quincy's ammo or spare supplies. And by the way, like with Quincy, even though it looked like, like I said, that odd end and looked like a discoloration to the text, like I said, he's so damn flirtatious. Like I almost might not regret playing it safe with him. Like he's hungry, always. As Amir complains about the noise. So Aoi says, oh, I thought about it a few times, actually, but when it comes to leading people into battle, there's only one thing more important than good gear, good morale. Morale? Interesting. I suppose I can see that. Well, have to agree or to disagree on that one. See, it shuts down. Interesting. This does not lead you to pursue her thoughts. Unless she decides to volunteer them. And it does not seem you want to make certain assumptions like that. And let's see. Look for the keyword morale. I'm thinking I have to be. They talk about. They act like they said, what is it? talking to Quincy's like playing a game of Comey, like, yo, fucking, yo, going through this, woo, this chat thing is like a game of Comey. Like, what this just, I mean, all of it. It's let's go with it. Morale, like, scrapping the arcade or crushing Amir is not just games to him, you know. It's a reminder of normalcy, something that keeps him smiling. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I could have understood that, but it's like the other court statement. It feels like it would shut her take on it down, perhaps. That happiness fused the whole team in ways metal parts never could. I could say, Tenno Wadidja could say, I guess I never thought about it like that. You're right, though. His joy is pretty infectious. The way I see it, being that sentimental could get you in the hex. I guess I never thought about it like that. You're right, though. His joy is pretty infectious. Sometimes that joy is all that keeps us going. Tenno Wadidja could say, I should have known you would have thought about it so carefully. I hope the Hex know how lucky they are to have you, where your bleeding heart might be the death. Shuts it down, might be the death of you, but it's definitely endearing. That's a negative. This is a neutral. I hope the Hex know how lucky you are to have it. I mean, it's positive, but I should have known you would have had thought about that so carefully. Like, this is, again, more endearing. Is that a discoloration to the text again? I'm confused as to what is positive or negative the way this goes sometimes. It's like, I know I'm not shooting I know I haven't hit the blockade yet that I've seen people hit. Hey, we're on the same team. Plus, how would you have any hope of beating Amir's high score in Ollie's crash course if the arcade were gone? Tongue sticking out emoji. The conversation about the innocent. You caught me. That's why this is really about you. I'm a sore loser. I must see that game crushed for besting me. Plus, how would you have any hope of beating Amir's high score in Ollie's crash course if the arcade were gone? You caught me. That's what this is really about. I'm a sore loser. I must see that game crushed for besting me. Haha, you make a good point. Like, I personally, and I'm not the one to be saying, I mean, like, I guess this is very playful with the whole sticking tongue out emoji, which kind of mirrors what she's doing there. This is probably more neutral, dismissive. What it really was about is getting to know her. Plus, how would you make it? But see, I feel like even though this is more conversational, does it fly in the face of the points that she was making earlier? This shit. Because it's like, we just covered the fact that it's, you know, these things are important beyond, you know, for morale and da-da-da-da-da-da, and now I want to destroy it because I'm a sore loser. But it's joking, I would think, being playful. My gut is turning, man. And again, like, I'm wondering, is this mirroring thing what you'd want to do? Let me test this out with her. I'm gonna try the mirroring thing again. You caught me, that's what it's really about. I was a sore loser. I must see the game crushed for the best in me. LOL, save the rage for the Skuldra. I've got to run. Promise not to crush any arcade machines while I'm gone. I wouldn't dream of it. Promise. No promises. I wouldn't dream of it. You're the best. I think we're safe, but it's just so tenuous. Ugh. See, we're still liked. Like I said, I don't know if we're in some rotation with, you know, the opportunity to get beyond light, or have we been kind of subtly shooting this on our foot, but by making careful progress. You know, they say the best relationships take time. Sometimes is the adage. Think Aoi may like me. It's the same one that we've been seeing. Wonder what else I could buy her that she likes. She is a team mechanic, maybe something to do with bikes. I think she would. She worries people see her as shallow or dumb. And with Aoi, there's several things to give her 20 points on chemistry, and I believe. Did we get her The Boys Are Back? Soundtrack thing or something like that. Where is that? What is this? The Boys Are online. The Boys Are Back. Oh, okay, we did do that. Okay. Wireless headphones. Now, I thought Amir liked headphones too. Did we already get him headphones? I wonder if this is like the... This can't be for everybody. Is it? I think this is for each individual. It seems to reset, because like, yeah, it was saying out of stock when I got this for Amir, and so now we have I guess it restocks per person. Gas scans and speaker systems. Well, let's go ahead with the wireless headphones. Okay. You know, it's because I care and I give a damn. But I don't like kind of bending the sincerity of my Tenno, but at the same time, I'm not trying to mess things up. I don't know. Like I said, it's so tenuous. Alright, so now we have Arthur. But then again, like going from, you know, I forgot what the first stage was. I forgot how they regarded it. But getting to the point of light, like not everybody liked.
You gotta nurse these scrubbers. Keep them clean. Too much spore
You know,
build up and you got cold
our
white
Tenno,
on your
if
hands.
our drifter at first, it's like it took one of them to go, oh, I liked him, and then the next day everybody else liked him. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case with being trusted.
Need you to stay on top of those scrubbers. You see growth? Shoot it.
We shall see, viewers. We shall see.
Down you go.
Deal with that scrubber buildup. Stat.
I wonder if the thing that comes out drops some certain shit that might be good to let happen. To get that good stuff on the drop.
Target is down.
It's working. Hell scrubbers are starting to emerge. Yeah, I gotta hand it to the little guy. He knows how to talk to the appliances.
Shit. Let me wait to see if anybody else decides to destroy this. They might want the thing to come out. Oh, I guess not. Alright. Cool. No worries. Just checking.
Another hell scrubber getting puked up. Although it's only puke if it comes out of the tech rod's mouth. But that's not a mouth.
What do you want me to do with this dial code?
Target is down.
Do not even start. They're down.
Hey, I need 20 cc's of fix your damn shit! Turns out it's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. Marking extraction. Use it when you need it, but only if you need it.
You're done.
Taking care of my wounds! See, Mother? Needlework was useful.
Core contamination is getting out of hand. Start holding your breath.
Slapping on a med pack.
Situation critical.
Thundercats home! Tenno home!
Oh, hey, welcome to the find out phase. I'm calling it. Nothing more you can do, just get out.
You want me to let it transform? Let what transform?
Turning this place into a boneyard.
Okay. I have no idea what they're talking about. But
Man,
what
they don't make
transform?
PPE strong enough to handle what you're breathing in.
Here's a Gemini
Extract
skin or something?
now.
So late. Okay.
Come on, these guys ain't even trying.
Hoo-hoo.
Doing the system a favor cleaning them out.
You exist to strike. Strike to win. The lesson ends.
Alright, we got our Arthur chemistry, so let's hit the chat. Let me see what the heck were they coughing about. Maybe I would think it was a Gemini skin, but I can't not quite sure what else would be transforming.
If you wouldn't mind, get us some coffee while you're out.
Select destination.
Mr. Broadsword, aka Arthur. Your match. So Arthur kicks it off with, let's trade hostage facts. Oh my goodness. LOL, what? The past is weird. Hostage facts. What does he mean by that? Hey, so this is a game I used to play in the Britannic Army. You tell me an embarrassing fact about yourself, and I tell you one about myself. We hold each other's facts hostage. Hostage facts. It's a true exercise. I'll even go first. So I can respond with, normally I think you're supposed to go to a ropes course, but fine. Sure, why not? Nah, I'm out. It's a trust exercise. Normally, I think you're supposed to go to a ropes course. Huh? What kind of some of these statements that they give you choices on? Oh my God! Like, what is he just ignorant about? Is he just? You can know about all kinds of other stuff that they give you tips towards, but yet maybe he doesn't understand what he's talking about with exercise, and he thinks you should go to a ropes course. I don't know. These two seem to be dismissive. Normally, I think you're supposed to go ropes course, but fine. Nah, I'm out. That's completely dismissive. That's ending it. I guess, sure, why not? Here's mine. I own a teddy bear named Sebastian. Now, before you get in your head that I snuggle up with him at night, I don't. I keep him on a shelf, and when I've got nobody else to talk to, I talk to him. Ratty old fella keeps me from going nuts. Rolling the floor laughs my ass off. That is painfully adorable. Can I hug Sebastian for it? Yeah, I'm not sure just how funny that is per se, considering, the point of it. That is painfully adorable. Let's go with that. See that kind of language kind of might sound like it's heading into the let's get together thing. Huh? I think I just died a little. Who comes up with this? You're full of surprises, Arthur. See, that sounds like I'm trying to get with him. Hey, your turn. On Devere, I kept accidentally summoning my childhood bedroom because I wanted somewhere to hide. One time when I was decapitated by London, my head flew off so hard it wound up in a tree. It took me 687 loops to learn how to properly ride a kite. No, I'll pass, but thanks for telling me about Sebastian. Again, I don't know if this mirroring thing, like, you know, as it is like in Devere, or like, you know, or when you look in a mirror in this game, like, you know, how you'll wind up seeing your reflection, or if you're inside of a Warframe, you might see your reflection through the mirror. Like, you have these Devere little puzzles where you use the mirror. I don't know if it's a subtle play in that, because when you like do these mirror puzzles in Devere, you know, when you mirror the actions, as I'm suggesting here, you open the prize. I don't know. I don't know if they're taking it there with this or not, and I just don't know. You know, like the alternate answers that I think I should have made. I don't know if they would have been the right answers. Like I said, this is in line with and in sentiment of what he spoke on, and it does give a lot of interesting, you know, an endearing aspect to his personality. But again, I'm not trying to bed demand, so I hope they give me, So, on Devere, I kept accidentally summoning my childhood bedroom because I wanted somewhere to hide. I've lost track of how many bedrooms I summoned by the time I figured out how to get out of there. Author says, "Dear soul, I think you've misunderstood assignment here." What? What the fuck? But what's weird is I don't see any weird or discolorization text. What? I missed the purpose of the assignment. Huh? Yo, DE, what are you doing with this? Like, this is just so whack. Like, for me in real life, trying to navigate relationships, isn't this off and weird? At least not the ones I try to nurture. Jesus. The fuck was he talking about then? Because I damn sure wasn't trying to get him in a bedroom, but I was suspect that the point of a bedroom might bring that to mind, but I thought the point of the childhood bedroom. I don't know what. And that's not in reflection of what he's or in kind to what he was talking about. So getting my head chopped off and being thrown in a tree, that's something that should be held hostage, versus something like this where you might not be willing to want to let people know, like, yeah, childhood. What are he doing? But yet it was weird as I didn't get red text. But yet he just jumps offline. Still liked. Now he's starting to warm up a bit. Same thing as yesterday. I think he might actually like me. Still doesn't seem to know what to do if I joke with him, though. Opening up more about his life, finally. Being honest about my intentions. I'm trying to get to know him. Seems like going along. Seems to like to cook. Maybe it seems to help him make food. Like I said, I would think that the relationship with Arthur would also to impact Eleanor. I mean, he's her brother. And it's interesting how, like I said, I found out, like I said, really, first time looking at any of this in depth, like what's up with Eleanor, because they didn't want to mess that up. Somebody was like, well, Oh, Quincy's her wingman. Is your wingman that can help you get back with her if it's some issue, but nobody mentioned anything about Arthur. But common sense would make you think that Arthur, if there is a tie-in with the relationships to each one of the Hex members and their relationship status, that Arthur would impact Eleanor, crying out loud. I think he impacts Aoi from the conversations, potentially, as well. Or either or. All right, what gift? Like Arthur has 4 gifts that give 20 chemistry points, and I think I've gone through that. So we got him. I know we got him the toaster oven and the microwave out of stock. And the announcer thing out of stock. Oh, a toaster. He wouldn't mind a toaster. Okay, let's give him a toaster. So I think this 1 to 2 business days is also to potentially a random factor in, what the gift, when the gift is going to have an adjustment on the chemistry. It says 1 to 2 days. So I do believe that means it takes 1 to 2 cycles of doing the bounties and conversations to see the effect of the gift, I think. All right. It doesn't seem negative, but it's antsy about what aspect of positivity it is in the progress of relationships. Man. All right, on to Lady Love, Eleanor. Piece de resistance, namesake of this episode. Oh, hold on, this is termination. My bad.
Scour your supply cache in the area. You get near, it will start ticking. Self-destruct. You need to be quick to get the kill. Yo! Supply cache crushed. A further charge or 2 will melt that lot proper.
I think this is going to be up.
Scratch one. Yo, tech clock signals down to 50%. Taken to 0. Let's get to business. Tech clock's well. Situation's about to be proper mental.
Over and out, fam. Job's a good one. Nice.
Death is just a joke.
Yeah, it's funny, viewers, how this, how dealing with the social element on this chemistry building takes longer than a damn balance. Just trying to weigh the options and deal with the situation properly, because if you rush it, you're gonna fuck something up. If you're trying to go for a particular goal. There she is. Eleanor.
Don't go too far off.
How you doing? I missed you. You can get in my head anytime. Eleanor, oh Eleanor, hear my call.
Dealt with.
It's nice to get her in the scene a little bit. Alright, got her chemistry. And they really should let you know you actually get 20 points here. I don't know why they don't. Make it a guessing game. That's not necessary. There's too many other things that's a guessing game with this damn chemistry shit. I tell you. Alright. Wish my man Wadidja luck, because the last conversation was hot and spicy. I was shocked that it went the way it did, as well as it did. Oh, hold up. Nervous.
If you wouldn't mind, pick us up a coffee.
All right, let's go ahead, strike a mood with some music. Yeah, we're gonna need to have all our weapons for this. We don't want to be numb about anything. All right. Woo! Here we go. Eleanor, oh Lady Law, Eleanor. Hey Eleanor, is it okay to ask you about the telepathy thing? Oh. So what's it like being able to peek into everybody's head? And why they give me this option? Now I'm gonna say this because honestly, spoiler, bro. Like really, I did not want to mess this thing with Eleanor. From what I understand, it's tough to get her to the love relationship status. And I think D did this shit on purpose because of that tongue. And they know the freak's gonna come out for it. So, but it's not necessarily that point that I'm going for, although it, it's an interesting incentive. But especially the fact that she shaves it. Either who, it's like I said, we covered that yesterday when we went through the how you doing, revving stuff up. Let's see. Wasn't it yesterday? Yeah. So she goes into shaving it and what's up with the blood and blah, 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 blah. And she apologizes, did not want the half-hour erotic chat experience or just the 5 minutes. Right. So she goes there, with the point. And so I'm like, so while you're asking about the tongues, I'm like, this is the aspect of mirroring also too, but I wasn't looking at it that way. I was like, oh my, I got an opportunity to flirt. And I'm like, man, calm down on that, because you never know how that's going to go. That's how I'm feeling now. But this went really well. And so she goes, go on. How much control do you have over it? Right. Wait a minute. Did much. How am I doing? Tell me. And so when she did this, and I was like reading, it's like, did much? It's like, okay, is she typing that to mean that? And then you had a choice of saying, you know, are you typing? And then it's tell me you're not. To kind of like, well, because I don't know, is she, in other words, she could be typing this with her hands while she got her tongue somewhere else, bottom line. Okay? Or she could be typing it with her tongue, but then like, and she's just miskeying. I thought she was making an inflection with wording it this way when she was pleasuring herself. Like, this much, how am I doing? I thought that's what she was doing. Versus, and he goes, tell me you're not. Oh, but I am. He. Like, she ain't mistyping now. She not mistyping now. She's actually still typing with her tongue. She is not mistyping now. So either way, I don't know if this took what she said, or did I have it correct? So I then had the option, pardon me if this is too personal, but what else could you do with it? Well, think about it. What would you do? So it's like, that's where I was like, maybe she was typing, and now she's being suggestive about other things to do. She's like, what would you do? Me too. Feels good. Like, she definitely was there with the point of pleasuring herself with her own tongue. And so Tenno was just like, well then, I guess well then, my next question would be, do you ever lose control of it? I thought that was poignant. Like I said, no red text in here at all, except for the end. But her statement about Entrati was the thing that I may have been negative. And I don't know, maybe the game, maybe it's not negative. Maybe it's just letting you know this is the end point. But nevertheless, before we got to that, let's see, what is this? Right. He's like, do you ever lose control of it? Because I thought that was a good question too. Definitely in line with the flirting, but also to kind of get to know her better on what's going on with it. She said, damn thing seems to have a mind of its own. When I think about it, I can control it, but when I'm not, it seems to react to my emotions. Like I said, she goes into this very well, and I'm like, well, how do you feel about it? Like, really feel about it? Like I said, it's in the previous episode. You can also read it, but I'm just trying to kind of expedite the point. And so I'm like, how do you really feel about it? I would have chosen it. Like, I wonder if I should have chose something different. But either way, he goes, how do you feel about it? Like, really feel about it? I would have chosen it, but I don't hate it. It feels like it's always been there. I miss the sound of my own voice. I hate that I can't sing anymore. But the tongue, you might find this hard to believe, but it's comforting sometimes. I'll never be unarmed ever again. So, because she relates earlier about having a feeling defenseless. But either way, to summarize the point. And so I'm like, so what do you like most about being like you are now? Like, there was some interesting choices with that one too. And it's like, she's like, feeling indestructible. She's like, mind if I tell you a story? So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm still on a good track. Go ahead. Boom, 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 boom. She goes into this car accident situation where, like I said, she was going through the whole, feeling helpless, thing. And how, like I said, having a tongue thing, having her abilities makes her feel, strong. Because I know your pain, you mean. She goes into being hurt, relocating her shoulder, tore open an APC, blah, 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 blah. Then she just ends it. Because she pissed off about Entrati, I think. Excuse me, not pissed off. She's like thanking him for turning it into a process, so she's not feeling helpless. She's been so negative about Entrati, so she's like, thanks for that much wherever you are. And she ends like I said, it's strange. Last conversation went well, but at the same time, it's like, what does that discoloration in the text truly mean? And I mean, everybody that's commenting on this stuff really is based on their experience, not any kind of like canon confirmation from DE about what the hell to do. It's your best hunch based off your results. So I can kick off the conversation with Lady Love. Hey, Eleanor. Is it okay to ask you about the telepathy thing? So what's it like being able to peek into everybody's head? And folks have been saying that she real touchy about this subject, about this telepathy thing. She kind of touchy about it. And I don't know why, because I don't know why. So hopefully we can find out why. Let's find out the best way to ask. Hey, Eleanor, is it okay to ask you? See, I'm asking permission versus just asking. Asking permission is always a safe bet when you don't know the nature or how touchy the subject is. Give them a way out. It's always okay to ask, so long as you ask politely. Oh. Let's take note, viewers. Yeah, we can be polite all day. May I please have another? It's always okay to ask as long as you ask politely. Some people find that very difficult. Not me. Not Tenno Wadidja. Do you hear people's thoughts without trying, or do you always have to make an effort to get inside their heads? Is it like a light switch, or is it always stuck on? Like this has more consideration. Like I said, the wordy comments I feel are maybe in some cases, or perhaps most, but you want to evaluate it carefully, a better option than the short and to the point and the less wordy. Do you hear people's thoughts without trying? And see, this first part asks this question as well. But this inquires to know more without her volunteering more. I like people to volunteer personally, something, but either way. Do you hear people's thoughts without trying, or do you always have to make an effort to get inside their heads? Yes, to both. If I just sit and listen, I can pick up on internal monologues and strong feelings. Wow. The hardest part is filtering the loud stuff I don't want to know about. I don't always get to experience feelings as if they were someone else's. The more proverbial it is, the harder it is to discern between them and me. Permission to delve into the realms of too much information. Oh, please do. Well, I'm curious to say now. No, now. What? Well, I'm too curious to say no. Okay, now. Permission granted. Hey, another time. Shuts it down. Hey, another time maybe. Well, I'm too curious to say no now. Like, oh, I was going to say no because you going there, but not now. No. Permission always granted. Read further at your own risk. Oh, all day. Let's go. Not long after we all got to the Entrati shots, I thought I had some kind of secondary bladder infection. Ooh, that's rough. Mate, I was up and down off the couch like a yo-yo. I even had Lettie hunting me down cranberry juice and mineral water. Oh, that's sweet. Like I said, for a lot of folks out there that are young, don't know certain things, yo, this is very endearing, and it's some rough shit to go through, and to have, another woman help you out with the necessities to kind of clear that out. See, Eleanor says, turns out I was just feeling 6 people's natural biological urges. Wow. My nervous system naturally assumed they were mine. Wow, that's wild. Which was worse, learning you weren't catastrophically sick, or must have been a relief to find out the truth? These are the choices I have. Which was worse, learning you weren't catastrophically sick, or... See, that's kind of putting a negative light on the levels of empathy that's being had here, despite the negative aspects. Which was worse, learning you were catastrophically sick. Which was worse? How would learning you weren't catastrophically sick... Which was worse? Being catastrophically sick, or feeling the biological urges of others, essentially. Must have been a relief to find out the truth. I would say yes, because freaking bladder infection, you know, that's rough. But then again, thinking you gotta pee because everybody else does is rough too, but definitely not as bad. So I mean, obviously not as bad, I would think. I'll go, like I said, this is longer, a little bit more conversational. He does ask the question, which was worse, but then gives this, you know, extra jargon of learning you weren't catastrophically sick, or, and then you have, must have been a relief to find out the truth. Which is a statement and not a question. Which kind of possibly maybe shuts down, or at least doesn't ask the question of what it wasn't truly for her, versus my own thoughts about what it was. Which was worse, learning you weren't catastrophically sick, or like you know, just yeah, it's too much assumption. Although, like, I would tend to want to say go with something like that just to let a person know, yeah, I'm empathizing with where I get it, but then maybe I don't get it. Often I can't recall going through that, rather, you know, but possible. Maybe they just weren't telling me, I don't know. But yeah, just to play it safe with this, let's go with which was worse, learning you weren't catastrophically sick, or, because like I said, there's a degree of, it's the point of actually asking the question that this is not directly asking, but implying, because you're going must have been, but it's no question mark. Let's go with this. Okay, we're still good. Well, I'm catastrophically sick. What? Let's not mince words, but I'd rather be saddled with telepathy than never-ending cystis. That's what I thought. That's the reason why I would empathize, like I said earlier, and go, must have been a relief, right? But this allows her to say it for herself. It's such a useful talent to have that. It's such a useful talent to have. That's the problem. Author insists on seeing it as a strategic asset. What about people's privacy? Isn't it bad for morale? But what if somebody doesn't want their head invaded? See, this is strong language in my opinion. In the point of what she's doing being negative. And this, what about people's privacy, asks the same question that this does. But yet, this leads to wanting to know more in relationship to morale, but, you know, like opening her up to say, okay, give me some more in relationship to this, da, 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 da. What about people's privacy? Isn't it bad for morale? It's like saying it again. It's like implying, but it's asking also. What if somebody else with? Let's try this. What about people's privacy? Isn't it bad for morale? Okay, we don't have any red text yet. It's a bloody awful morale. Excuse me. Eleanor says, it's bloody awful for morale. None of us is soft. We're used to roughing it. This place is a 5-star hotel compared to a regular Britannic army barracks. You shower together, you eat together, etc. You get used to one another. You have to. But as Arthur would say, there's a sodding limit. A shower? All right. I mean, together, you know, I get the group, you know, the limit on resources, but the point of the Protoframe washing is where I'm at. So how do you deal with it? This is the only choice I have. I just don't let them know how much of their inner lives I hear. Oh my goodness, my bad, chat. I completely forgot to turn on my chat indicator from last episode when we did the Hex the Final series. Let me try to get through this here for a minute, and I'll go back and check on the chat. My greatest apologies. Let me just look real quick. Okay, it doesn't seem anything pertaining to this right now, so let me answer the questions in chat after this. So I do apologize for that, but this will remind me to make sure I turn on the notifications on screen so that I don't miss referencing chat, and also I can hear it with the text to chat. But I wanted to turn those things off when we were dealing with the finale, because I was doing that live, which is unusual, and recording at the same time for preserving the information. So yeah, back to this here. Let me reread this. Lettie, excuse me. Still caught up on that other shit. Eleanor says, I just don't let them know how much of their inner lives I hear, see, and feel. I don't go probing uninvited, whatever Lettie might think. Sometimes one of them will have a thought and immediately think, did she hear me think that? It's kinder to let them wonder. What they don't know can't hurt them. Have you overheard any of my thoughts? So, what have you picked up in my head? Like, she doesn't let her know how much she hears. She doesn't go probing. The way he says this is important. Have you overheard any of my thoughts? So what have you picked up in my head? This sounds a little negative. So what have you picked up in my head? Have you overheard any of my thoughts? Like I said, if you put inflection on it, it can mean different things. Let me see. Let me study the words here. I just don't let them know how much of the inner lives I hear. Probing uninvited. I have a thought. This sounds a little negative the way it's worded. So, what have you picked up in my head? Have you overheard any of my thoughts? Like you could add. So, what have you picked up in my head? You could add inflection, which could change this. Oh my goodness. We're gonna go with this because thoughts versus head. Does she make a point of head versus thoughts in this? She says thinking. Let's go with this choice. Have you overheard any of my thoughts? Okay, we're still in the black here, or the black text. Like I said, I'm not about to confirm or deny anything. I should say right about now that there's another important reason why I keep this shit to myself. Go on. So, Arthur and me wife was checking in on me about picking up with my son after his nap, and I believe everything will be okay to do that after this, because this is the last thing, so to speak, to do for the episode, of course. Piece de resistance. So let's see. Go on. Eleanor says, so Arthur and me were on the streets raiding a Skuldra cache, and he's seriously off his game. He's not shooting straight. He's driving like a drunk duck at the dodgems. He can't even do the sword thing. Naturally, I tell him to get his act together. Immediately, he starts blaming me. He tells me I'm always acting so superior. Don't understand the pressure of command. If I had the first idea what he has to deal with on a daily basis, I'd buckle. All this self-pitying bullocks. I have this theory I call the hero virus. Little boys get it into their heads that the stories they've been fed are how the world really works. They think they are the hero and everything revolves around them. Arthur has one of the worst cases of hero virus I've ever seen. So I fire back at him, you know. I can tell when you're thinking about Aoi, right? Ouch, definitely. Yeah. Not my proudest moment, yeah, no doubt. Even if he hadn't been my brother, that was a shitty thing to do. I'll never do it again. That's good. Don't mess with him like that. Okay, how did he react? Only choice. I don't like that you want to know. Now I'm wondering whether you're enjoying the idea of Arthur being humiliated. No. Please don't let that be it. I'm starting to like you, and this is the sort of thing I would be able to look past. Ho ho! Woo! They let you know you about to hit some kind of point of possible no return. Wow! Pay attention. Shyster. Choices I have. Let me read this again real quick. Please don't let that be it. I'm starting to like you. This is the sort of thing I wouldn't be able to look past. Woo, we're almost there, people. We're like I said, the seeds growing. Now I'm wondering whether you're enjoying the idea of all the being. I don't like that you want to know that. Okay, so we don't want to. Let's see. She doesn't like that I want to know how he reacted to the shitty thing he did. She did. Maybe he did. I guess when she's not feeling proud of something she's done, or ashamed maybe, or sorry for it, she doesn't want to go into it past the point of what she states. I'm thinking. She definitely doesn't want anybody to have the idea that she enjoys humiliating her brother. And this shit, and that would be a point that she can't get beyond. And so I have a choice of saying, I'm asking because I like the guy. Yikes, that wasn't my intention. I just wanted to know how someone like that reacts to being confronted. I'm enjoying it. Sounds like Arthur had it coming. What, bro? Are you trying to cut your head off with that statement? What? No. I'm asking because I like the guy. Yo, that's a little dismissive to what she just said. Yikes, that wasn't my intention. I just wanted to know how someone liked that react to being confronted. I feel like I would think this is the better way to go. Yikes, that wasn't my intention. I just wanted to know how someone like that reacts to being confronted. I didn't confront him, I hurt him. Wow. Arthur's used to being talked back to. Just look at Quincy. But we all know Arthur's got walls up. He acts like he's impossible to hurt. I could feel how shocked and confused he was. He thought he was safe around me. Not anymore. I know what it's like to hurt a sibling. I used to have one. Did he? I remember Mama and Daddy. Sounds like you hurt him badly. Maybe this is giving us some more into the lore, because I didn't remember our operator, Tenno Drifter, had a sibling. Because we get the family little picture, you know, and it's just him and his parents. Maybe I missed something, but I'm learning something here. And yeah, this recognizes what she's saying, but this also too gives back. And this part, I know what it's like to hurt a sibling. Sounds like you hurt him. Like, this is saying the same thing as this, but also to giving back. Yes, I know what it's like to hurt a sibling. I used to have one. This. It's horrible, isn't it? You get so used to the ritual of it, putting one another down, snipping and snarking. It's comforting almost. Then one day you draw blood and you can't take it back. Yeah, it's fighting dirty. That's its only option. Yes. You get it. I love that. Fighting dirty. Love, baby, love. Love. Yeah, I'm like Quincy. I'm not a singer. Anyway. I'm a poet. Let's see. You get it. I love that. Fighting dirty. You know that thing where you're in an argument with someone, and once it's all over, you think the exact right thing you should have said. Yeah, this chat shit's like that. I don't get that anymore. I have a magic I win button. All I'd have to do is look into their brain, grab whatever they're most ashamed of, and rub it in their face. And I can't do it, no matter how much I want to, because I'm supposed to be a good person. This isn't about trying to be a saint, Eleanor. It's not even about being a hero. It's about refusing to be an asshole. We're all trying to do the right thing here. Is it really that much harder for you? Come on now. Well, you got this far in the conversation. Now you want to be the ass? Like, come on, man. Now, this isn't about trying to be a saint, Eleanor. It's not even about being a hero. It's about refusing to be an asshole. See, this covers, hey, I've retained what you've been saying all along. I'm applying it to the circumstance, and I'm letting you know that what's up. You are right. And it's not about being a good person. It's just not being an asshole. Yeah. That's something definitely I'd say. Because people like to shit on people, which ain't funny. And that's why calling somebody an asshole is rather poignant. Profanity. Anyway, I'm a literal person. But yes, this is... Also, too, I can say... So, let me see. This isn't about trying to be a saint, Eleanor. It's not even about being a hero. It's about refusing to be an asshole. We all have lines we won't cross, and this is one of yours. I respect that. Thank you. I'm not looking for sympathy, truly. Eleanor says, I just wanted someone else to understand. Honestly, I'm a little taken back by how much you do understand, baby. Because I want you. And I'm there for it. I'm having technical difficulties. I've got to move something better in here to keep that from being interrupted. I guess my chair is hitting something that's knocking that. And it's too much to adjust right now because it would throw the camera off too. So let's just hope that stays where it is. Okay. Amateur hour, my bad. Alright. Hang on, I lost my train of thought here. Well, we all have lines. Oh, she's offline. Okay. Wow. And see, there's the discolored text. I just think that just means the conversation is ended. Or now, whether or not you get to go on, or maybe the good sign is that it's the last line they speak on. That's the good sign for this discoloration in the text. Like, kind of getting it earlier might mean you messed up early, versus, and it's not, it's just where this gets placed is the key to how successful you are. I'm not sure, but it seems like it could be the case that people's hunches about what this could all mean. And I've heard people say they saw gold text or something weird. Like I said, nothing canon from DE, so who the hell knows? But let's see what she says, because I think it went well. Thank you. I'm not looking for sympathy, truly. I just wanted someone else to understand honestly. I am a little taken aback by how much you do understand. You don't have to listen, but I'm glad you did. It's a messed up freak show inside this skull of mine. I think you can appreciate why I don't roll out the welcome mat to strangers. I expect people to run away screaming. You haven't yet. I wonder why. Thank you again for everything. I will know why. Oh, we're going to know you. Love. Yeah. Where is she? It's a point where she mentions. Yeah. I love that. All right. Let's see how well we did. Still in the like status, but we are definitely in the positive. Like I said, I think the whole gift giving, the chemistry from that, taking a day or two, and seeing the point at which you begin to get the next level of relationship status has a lot to do with how fast or when everybody else changes. And we'll find out tomorrow if my hunch is correct. Because like I said, when we went from like to when we went from the base level to I thought it was light. It's like base level, then light. One of them liked me first, and then everybody else did the next day. Today, Amir was the one to first get through, past that mark to trust it. I have a really strong feeling because everything did go pretty well, even though I'm antsy about the results. It was nothing dead set negative. Quincy was a little buzzkill. That's a little, and like I said, that came at the end. Trying to look at this to evaluate things. Did Arthur not give any off-color text? Like I said, it looks off-color to me. And see, Arthur gave none. But then, act like I didn't get the assignment right. There's no red text or off-color text from him in here. Like I said, I don't know what to make of that aspect of what I'm seeing. And again, viewers are, people are commenting on what they're thinking. See here, look at all this. Here's her off-color text. Like I said, at least that's what my eyes are seeing. And this is Amir. And see, similar to Arthur, there's no red text at the end of this at all. There's no red text for any of this. And again, he ends it on almost a negative. Because he's acting like, whatever, I'm too wounded for this now. But it's like, he's just feeling for himself, I think. I don't think it's really directed at Wadidja. Yeah, I don't get the nature of this. Because this was real positive. I don't even know if it's anything to make out from it, or if it's just something odd that I'm seeing. Is it pulsating? Now that I'm staring at it, it looks like it's pulsating. Is it pulsating from black to kind of red? what do you have? Why do you add so many riddles to the rhyme? This is not necessary. Like, what does that mean? And this hasn't changed. I think she likes me now. She has a playful side to her I wasn't expecting. She likes to be challenged a little bit here and there, and pushed on topics in unexpected ways. I think she missed contact with nature as well as her old journals gear. I wonder if I can anything help it. So yeah, like that hasn't changed. And like I said, we've gotten Eleanor all the expensive stuff. We got her, as far as giving the most points. Like, she only gets one thing that gives her 20 points. That's another point towards like why Eleanor is so tough versus a lot of the other Hex members. Like, she just has one thing that can give her 20 chemistry points. One. And then there's another thing that gives her 2 chemistry points. We gave her both of those things. It's the singular thing of the notepad, but you can buy it for her twice. And then everything else is worth 5 points, but you can buy each one of those 4 times, giving you 20. But it's the time you got to wait each and every day to do that, to get to that 20 points. That's wow. Well, let's give it a pillow. I don't. But you know what? I'm not sure how much it matters. But I know that this thing gives you suggestions. Let me see if I can stay in line with this. I don't know if it's going to help or not. But the point being is that these are all worth the same amount of points, so it's all good however we go. And she's made no references to pillows yet. So we'll go ahead and get her the pencils, maybe. Because we got our pens last time. Let's just get her pencils and we'll alternate with that. Seems so benign, though. But like I said, there's nothing about the chat that would allude to, like, why would I want to give her a pillow? She did mention she is going. I mean, I personally see the obvious point for a pillow, her laying on a couch all the time, but like I said, trying to play it by the book I'm writing to try to figure this out. So, yeah. Oh, man. What a challenge. What a challenge. Did we use up our standing for the day? Probably not. Or did we? Oh. They say we can make 500 more off of this. Yeah, we want to go ahead and do that. We got to get to 99,000. So we got another 2 days and we can get to max rank. That's good. That's good. That's good. Because I do think that all this ties into, like, how far you can get to the relationships. I really do. So yeah, I think all this is going well. I hope it continues.
The kitty is in the bath.
Yeah. Hope it continues. But it's so unnerving as to what's going on. Like, there's just no indicators, no meter. You have these levels of like, now trusted, but you don't know what those levels what they are actually till you hit them. Well, it doesn't really matter what we run. Like I said, so let's join Lettie, Eleanor again. I mean, we could have went to normal mode with it, but actually, yeah. Let me do that. Let me do that. Just for the sake of gameplay and just role play, instead of repeating the same mission with Eleanor, and it doesn't matter how much affinity we need. Let's just go ahead and try a different one. Do a different one. Just make sure we remember to turn back the damn steel path option, because I could miss that point. Find it running normal modes when I'm not intending to. Because this should give us a different mission for her. Oh, I thought it changed it. Oh. Okay. It doesn't change it. Oh well, never mind. Well, it would have been nice. But like I said, it's more important to stick up with Eleanor. Let's just say she still had found herself going back out in the field after our conversation. Here we are. And let me start trying to address chat here. So yeah, I do apologize for missing these earlier statements. Charles Xavier says online basically Backstreet Boys in the 90s era in here. Yeah, for sure.
Use the fervon charges to melt
Xavier says, I think you're thinking too much for these texts with the NPCs. No, I'm not, bro. With the chemistry building, I feel you. At the deliberation I'm going through, the thought process I'm making about trying to get the chemistry where it needs to be. Look here, you can lock yourself out of some shit, and who knows how long it's going to take you to get back in it. And I definitely am not trying to go that route when it comes to hooking up with Eleanor. So, you know, I mean, I would advise anybody, like, if you have a particular goal in mind, depending on how long you want to put it off, give it some careful care, for real, because, like, it's just so touchy. And it's just a lot of stuff we don't know. D hasn't confirmed. People are still learning what's really up versus speculation. So, and I'm trying to do this little role-playing series, and, you know, having setbacks would not be ideal. I mean, though I could role-play the scenario, there's other things to do. So we say that we got a budget. I hear it. Oh, we got one more.
You looted the clubhouse. Guess what? Their heaviest hitters are now on the way. You're halfway. More up ahead. And it looks like it's gonna be the big guns.
He must be chin-strapped.
How come I can't revive him?
Stormfall unit, my children. As you prepare to descend from on high, take a moment to read the prayer to Soul, which you can of course find on your credo card. We are not dying in a state of sin together.
And Sastika Tomei says gold means they upped. Oh, so the gold text thing is a thing when it comes to the relationship thing. But like, I didn't see gold text with Amir, and I went up from like to trusted. I mean, we can play back the footage again to see it, but honestly, there's no gold text from Amir. And after, like I said, after the conversation, we went from like to trusted today. Not saying that it doesn't happen, but like, I haven't seen it yet. Xavier said, Sundali turret is quite pain in the ass to get there. Okay.
Hex, why do you insist on refusing your medicine? Has it escaped you that I command a literal army? Stonefall! Paratroopers,
he likes
engage.
insulting. Come on, man. Let's try to catch up. Not sure what you mean by, because I didn't catch the comment when whatever was happening. You said he likes insulting. Oh, I think, were you referring to Arthur when I had that conversation with him and he was acting like I did the wrong thing or something? He told me, he says, I look in my back room mirror in Drifter. I'm operator in mirror. Oh, okay, because you probably had the operator as your default, or the one that should stay, or I don't know what. Yeah, like I said, I believe it's because of that. Like I use my drifter all the time. I don't go to my operator anymore. I mean, unless it's for whatever's going on, but. Necessary. Like when I did the replay of the sacrifice quest, you could only use the operator. What is he attacking? Love the bug. I'm not sure what bug you're talking about. Are you talking? I don't remember using a bug. Unless you're, I mean, like I said, it's hard for me to know what's a bug and what's not, what wasn't intended. You know, like equipping a Gemini skin in every preset, and then using the emote to trigger a transformation into like the default appearance of the Hex members. I'm not sure if that's a bug or if that was intended. You know, the thing where rarely. Unpredictably, you go to Deviri, you know, with your drifter, you can activate the emotes, the Gemini emotes, but you don't transform. You just go through the animation. Now that I think is a bug or a glitch, but it's random. It's nothing I do to trigger it. It's just a matter of whether or not the game's going to let me do it or not, for whatever reason that it may happen.
That's the last of them. Time to come home.
Don't know. It's just been random the times I've looked up on it. Like I said, I put up a video, yesterday's video had that happen when I was talking about it. I was like, went there, like, hey, let's just see if it's going to happen again, and lo and behold, it did, live on camera. So I did put up a short about that, and I did record it, so I will put together some footage of the extended version from that short, which shows, you know, the drifter using all the different emotes and blah blah blah. As well as the one that I was running with because of Excalibur under being my main, and now Arthur, of course. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. But there are definitely issues because, like I said, you want to go ahead and reset the arsenal. You know, if you go switching around with the sins and doing things, because you can get unexpected results when you come out of the arsenal. If you don't, so just. Like, if you start seeing the emote change or anything else, do something strange, go back to the armory, select another loadout, come out of the army, go back in and select the loadout that you desire with the Gemini skin in it, and it clears whatever issue could happen with the Gemini emote. Because if you don't do that, a lot of times it might default to your A preset regardless of what you have in it, and even regardless of what you took out of it. You know, it just does weird and unpredictable stuff. But like I said, the thing with equipping the Gemini skin in every loadout slot and then switching to the other Arthur like this is not a I don't think that's a bug or a glitch.
Calling on me.
Because this is the same thing you can do if you don't have a Gemini skin equipped in your inventory. I mean, in your presets. And like I said, I was role-playing that with the previous series. Because you really don't see my Tenno transfer into him. And it kind of helped play into the end sequence with the Hex Quest finale. You know, and then, like, I mean, matter of fact, the way I did my backstory, you actually see the, you know, say the default appearance of the, or rather the, you know, our fearless leader, the, you know, the primary, so to speak, in a way, versus this now possible potential. You know, you never see me transfer in and out of this Warframe. You know, like this. I don't think I ever did that. And I tried not to on purpose. So like I said, I think that played in well with it. But yeah, again, that thing with the Viri is bizarre. I mean, as to why it happens and when. Let's see if it does it again. Like I said, because I've gone to the Viri several times, and okay, that's why I had this solo when I went in today. And you know, it just doesn't do whatever. But like I said, we'll go ahead and pick back up tomorrow. I want to try to see if I can't keep this schedule between 10 and 1, 2 at the latest for the broadcast. So yeah, we're in, you know, Deviri and Teshin's cave for the, you know, the whole lone experience situation. And look, I have access to him again. And what's interesting is you see the bone structure more, like the basis for the Tenno or the basis for the Protoframe skins, more so than the Warframe being the basis for the Proto skin. Because typically Excalibur is the basis for every Warframe. You'll see that default aspect when you spawn in. You see all this like placement for the Warframe running around until it changes into what the Warframe is. So yeah, you can use the emotes at liberty and enjoy the bizarre spectacle that it holds. This is just wild. And I really hope my prediction and my gut feeling is telling me that things are going to be okay tomorrow. If we do things well, I think we're going to get some more people being in that trusted status. And with all goes well, like I said, we'll have that steady progress with Eleanor as well. Like I said, I'm quite sure we're going to get the progress, but it's just a matter of when. So yeah, like I said, this is what's up with Deviri and the weird shit going on. Now that's a bug, I think. I think this is a bug. This is a glitch. But I'm not doing anything purposely. You just saw what I did live. And matter of fact, I mean, yeah, no way. So it's buggy as hell. But I hope whenever they do make whatever balance adjustments on this, my thing fell out again. Oh man, Jesus, I gotta fix this pronto. Oh man, my bad yet again. This is the first time it's ever fallen down like 3 times. This is just crazy. And okay. So let me just double check here.
Select destination.
Make sure everybody's got their presents. Yep. Or we'll get them. still have another day, another 24 hours before this changes over. I'm guessing it might be probably tomorrow night or something. Yeah, tomorrow early day, I guess. Yeah, 29 hours. So we'll see. So yeah, by the time we, I think, come back on line for things, time will have passed to a new season, and that could have also something to do with how they may go from like to trusted, things like that. I'm not sure just how much they tie that into all this. But again, regardless if it does or not, I feel like my first hunch that it takes one of them to bridge the gap, and if you've been doing everything well, the others will follow. And hopefully the next day, the way it did last time with the whole light status. But yeah, they really should give you like a meter as to, you know, the regular x-axis, you know, with 0 in the middle and some negatives to the side or something, or just the negative elements, like, or something, and the positives. Just don't. This blind shit is just not cool. I mean, it's just so much going on with it. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying there earlier. If you're still checking in on the chat and what have you, as far as how did you put it? I'm thinking too much for these texts with them. I'm telling you, just take a look out there on Reddit. Take a look out on some of these other chat groups, and you'll see people having some serious issues with getting back on track and not knowing really how or when it really will happen. But people have claimed that they were able to get back on track after making accidents. They've reported what they went through. It wasn't easy. It didn't happen right away. So, yeah, I'm not trying to mess this up with getting, like I said, Eleanor up this park. It's like, so there's other things we want to do. I don't want to try to belabor this point too much. And there's always there's also the ongoing aspects of things, you know. And this is already going to take a minute because we're just at light. Then you got to get trusted. I'm not really clear about the levels. I have to look that up. I mean, and I don't know if I can do it real quick right now. I will. Pull up this while this. Like I said, this is how the conversation ended. No, that's excuse me, that's Amir. Yeah, wait a minute. Warframe, chemistry levels. Is that good enough? Open a new tab so we can reference it, bookmark it, close that out. And I think this is good. Let's see. Is anybody going to say? Somebody says, it's because we seen DE shut up and lock in when the situation called for it. The red text for outfix 345. Dante were now kicked off across here. What does this have to do with the question? Oh my goodness, that's the problem with some of these things, man. They just go off into some other shit that's just sort of like, what? And the chem guide I was referencing earlier, you would think that they would have the levels on there too, but they're not. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. So we started off at 0, which was neutral. Then we got the friendly. They say it requires 40 chemistry points, 2 dialogues, and rank 2. Fresh slice with Hex Syndicate. Light requires 90 chemistry 4 dialogues, and rank 3, 241 is what it's called. Reaching light with all 6 members is required to trigger the Hex finale. Right, it was. And unlock rank 4, hot and fresh with the Syndicate, that's what it's called. Trusted requires 100 chemistry, 160. So that might be why I'm sort of seeing them come in the way they do. The amount of chemistry I've built through gifts, bounties, and these chats. It's just a matter of where you are with it. Because apparently you need 160 chemistry points, but you can't account for the 7 dialogues that you would have in that process. If I understand it correctly, because I don't think it's just blanketed 7 dialogues is going to get you the thing. Like if you shut them down and piss them off, I don't know if that's going to work, but it might. I don't know. They're not specifying the point, but we do know you need 160 chemistry points. And then above trusted is close, which requires 250 chemistry points, 10 dialogues, and rank 5. I told you the Syndicate rank had something to do with it. I knew it. And what's funny is there was somebody out there on the chats that was sitting there going, oh, I want to fall in love with my interest before going in on the finale. And I was like, I get your point on that, but it's telling us to go. And I was trying not to look ahead, similar to this individual. Like, I wasn't looking ahead to be surprised. Don't give me any giveaways. Something that they were asking, whatever they were asking, it wasn't the right question to get for people to tell him, hey, go ahead and get it done. Don't worry about it. And like, I don't even know where to look. I don't even know where that thing was. I didn't have the mind, because I was like, just read, and it kind of clicked later, like, oh damn, maybe I should have tried to chime in and help this person out, because like, bro, like, but I don't know, I didn't really know now what I know now to add proof to the pudding of the point of needing to be rank 5 to get to close. And if you need rank 5 to get to close, you ain't gonna get the best friends or loved. Best friends or loved are equivalent. Requires 360 and 13 dialogues. So there it is. So I'm like, depending on the results of the day, probably, if I'm lucky, 200 chemistry points away. Just bounty alone, that's 10 days. You add the gift in, that cuts it down to 5 days. The gifts give you 20. Oh no, they don't. It depends on what the gift is. But we're at a point now with Eleanor where everything we give her is worth 5 points. Wow. So we could cut it down to less than 10 days. But just how much so depends on how the conversations go. Plus, of course, there's the guaranteed factor of the 5 points for the gift. So we could say we making 25 points a day. We need to get to 200. That's 8 days. Like I said, depending on how the conversations go, this could take somewhere between 5 to 8 days, I'm guessing. Maybe 5 to 7. I don't know how much the conversations are weighted. So, I mean, if we have 5 episodes dedicated to this, or 7, or whatever, or 8, that could work as in line with the previous series. And I mean, that's comfortable for me in regard to, say, the production of this. Because, like I said, belaboring certain points and going through certain befuddlements and issues just ain't my bag, period. Let alone trying to do something cool and fun and special like this. So, but yeah, I'm glad I'm getting to the grit and grit. I hope I'm not ruining anything for anybody else. But like I said, I'm putting a lot of care and consideration into this to make sure it comes together well. I mean, because I give a damn. I mean, this is what I tend to do in real life. I mean, now when it comes to individuals truly in real life, I'm not sitting here strategizing to the degree I have to deal with there. But there's so many unknowns I'm compensating for. And this is a completely made up thing that DE has put in, and the way and they get to decide the rules, and we have to figure it out if if we want that, get that cookie and that prize. So yeah, we shall see. So, and then we'll also to see more of the evolution of our author here, our potential author, as he continues to evolve with his as looks like potential as an Umbra, and seems like he is having more of a savage nature here coming about. But yeah, it's this oh my, all right. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this all goes with him. But it looks like he's on his way to howling instead of radio blinding.
Off you go.
So, thank you all for viewing. I should be back tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you all in chat again. Make sure I haven't missed anybody. Okay. Yes. So, thank you again. Take care and enjoy. We're going to go to the profile screen and show them a little spin around, and that'll conclude it. So yes, thank you. Are we back? Well, I'm full of all kinds of bloopers this episode. My goodness, we're still here. I just hit pause the episode. I mean, I've never paused the episode. Oh my goodness. My bad. Here we go. We're back. Please just laugh at me in my own way of creating my own personal memes and trying to get through it. But yes, take care and enjoy, everyone.